Hey everyone, welcome back. I apologize again for the background noise. So we are doing laundry. That seems to be kind of a common theme when I'm recording lately. So anyway, tonight's gear. We're going to do something I normally don't do, and I'm going to face lather. So I'll do that off camera to spare y'all some time. But the soap is going to be Grooming Department Otium, or Grooming Depth, whatever you want to call it, Otium. And the brush is going to be the Omega Evo. And the razor is the IBC Chevette with a half DE blade. So the first time I used Otium, I bowl lathered and I overhydrated it, and it was really runny lather. I posted that in a couple of the groups, and Mohammed, the artisan behind the Grooming Department, messaged me on Instagram and says, hey, here's what I recommend doing. You start with a damp brush, load for 20 seconds, then build your lather on your face. He said that the soap that he creates is a low structure, high density lather. So I'm gonna try that tonight. We're already a minute in. I'm going to pause, build my lather, and I'll be right back. All right, have a nice, beautiful lather built up here. I built the lather, walked ready to grab my tablet so I could read out the scent notes because it's very well blended and I can't really tell what they are when I smell out the puck or once lathered. But the scent notes are bergamot, mate absolute, artemisia or wormwood, mint, osmanthus, jasmine, sammic, and musk. I definitely get a little bit of that wormwood and musk. I have no idea what the osmanthus or mate absolute smells like, but it's a very pleasant scent. The mint is there as far as the scent is concerned, but there's no cooling from the mint. So I loaded it for a little bit longer than 20 seconds because I couldn't really tell how much soap is being put into the brush. It's also a brand new brush. It's my second time using it. So I'm unfamiliar with the brush. But this is my first time face lathering with it, and I have a nice, plenty of lather there in the knot. And I have no idea what blade is in this. As I mentioned, it's a half DE. I think it's on the 30 use. Maybe you can hear that feedback. But the soap is extremely slick. Very slick. Whew, man, this is nice. And I love the IBC. I used the red one last night. That one's loaded with there's a bloop with a Kai pink or mild blade. And this of course has a half DE. Now I mentioned I have two IBCs that I love the razor so much. One, I have this one. I bought this at Maggard's a little over a year ago. First time I ever heard about it. And then for Christmas, I got a red Cerakoted version. And the red one's gonna be my home razor. This is gonna be one that I travel with. So when I start traveling for work again, the silver one will go in my travel kit. It is replacing the Dovo as my travel razor. Because with this, I don't need an insert. I can use multiple blades without the need of any special inserts. Now this is significantly heavier than the Dovo. And as far as razors are concerned, But I like the versatility. I like that I can take an AC blade, that if I wanted to, I can pack a tuck of DEs and I use those, or something happens, I lose forget a blade or whatever, I can run to, generally speaking, a Walgreens and pick up a tuck of DE blades and use those. If I use one blade, that's enough for 4 shaves. You know, snap the blade in half, and I'm good to go. Plenty of lather. I think overloaded this. I think I loaded for maybe 25 seconds, but 20 would have been fine. Even less, probably, with how I don't shave my goatee area and I don't do 3 passes on my neck. Scent is very pleasant. Kind of a dark musk type scent to it. That could be the oak moss and the wormwood, but I like it. Now I also have a Mare, and let's see, this is in the, what base is this in? Does it have it here? This is in the Nye base. Then I have a Mare, which was Razor Company exclusive, and that is in their other base, and I have that as well. I haven't used it yet, because it's still February. I'm trying to finish it February. Failing right now, but that's what I have left of the soap I'm trying to finish off. I can probably get about 2 shaves left. Now I did shave my head today. Used a DE on the old dome there. And I did use NYC on the head. But since I used NYC in my last video, kind of wanting something different tonight. And I've been wanting to use Otium. I really want to use a Mare as well, but I'll use that later. Probably next week. I have a bunch of soaps that I haven't used yet. And I'm thinking about getting Aether from Grooming Department as well. And that's in the other same base as a Mare, which is slightly harder than the Nye. But I'm really enjoying this shave. The scent is wonderful. There is no splash for this. I'll be honest, this is my first Grooming Department or Grooming Depth soap. I've had samples of actually Otium, the first run, and the Mare, the original run of a Mare, before Jason at the Razor Company brought it back. And the Mare sold out, so if you missed it this time, sorry. Hopefully, it'll come back again, because it is such a wonderful scent. John Shaves did a video with the new one, the newest iteration of a Mare. I'll try to post that in the description below. Because a Mare is a bright, fun scent. This one's a little bit darker, musky, but still wonderful. This is one I probably wouldn't use on like a date night. Well, maybe. Probably would not with Milo, because she doesn't like these kind of scents. So I wouldn't use it on a date night. So we'll see what she says after the shave tonight. One of the things I dislike about using a half DE blade with this razor, though, is that it doesn't take advantage of the full tract here. So while it can be done, As you can see, it's not horrible. But if you're used to using an AC blade in here, it does take a little bit of adjustment to the shave. Nice little stubble collection there. And I know some people are looking at the IBC and go, well, that's a really short tail. How do you hold that? I've always done the 2 fingers before, and I just put my pinky underneath there and hold that. But there's a nice little flat spot here for your thumb. That's how I hold the IBC, as well as my straights and other chevettes. Rinsing because this is passing the UN test with the little bloops. And if you don't know who Ewan is by now, watch my channel. It's Shave and Butcher, part of the Swedish 3. The other being Matti Lindholm and Frank Stromberg from Wetshaving and stuff. Wetshaving is W-H-E-T shaving. All phenomenal individuals. Very talented shavers with chevettes and straights. And just great guys. People I enjoy watching, enjoy chatting with occasionally. There we go. Nah, that's not gonna work. So what's weird is I'm right-handed. But with the chevette or straight, I can shave with both hands. When I shave my head, I can do both hands. If I use a DE or an SE, I use my right. But certain things like going this way just feel better in my right hand, like a commissary hold. There. See how that goes? Residual thickness on this is ridiculously good. Just really good residual. But I have plenty of lather in this knot. Do my usual trouble spots. Look at that. Look at that. There's plenty in here. You don't need to load that long with grooming department, apparently. And if you haven't used the Evo, has a good amount of backbone. Yeah, soap does not taste good. Has a good amount of backbone to it. But still soft enough that it will splay. And build a phenomenal face lather. Now it is a pricey brush. I got mine from the Razor Company, and they are currently sold out. I wanted the white handle in this design, but they only had this one, so I don't know. It looks better. It looks lighter gray, like almost like my shirt on the photo. I'm glad I got it's darker. I think it looks better dark. So really, I'm glad I got the gray color because I think it looks better. now that I've seen it in person. And I wanted that shape anyway. So let's take a real quick feel. Scent strength on this is nice. I'd probably put this at a 7, definitely above medium. And if I remember last time from my previous use, it kind of sticks around as well, which is decent because there's no splash. I would wear this as a splash. My wife probably wouldn't like it. But I have plenty of scents that she does like. So, but wow. Residual slickness on this is just ridiculous. That is super slick. I mean, if I'm trying to grab, I'm pushing hard and it's just sliding off my face. Shave it really well, my normal spots where I can't get. And that's just, I feel that, feel the residue on my fingers because of the soap. It is that slick. Grooming department, this base is ridiculously slick. It is really good. I'm looking forward to trying the other one now. I think it's Kairos? Is that the other base? I don't know, I can't remember. But it's, oh, I am impressed. This is, like I said, this is a premium soap. I want to say it's $32 for 4 ounces, which is pricey, but man, that feels really good afterwards. So I'm going to forego any Poche product today and just do a quick cold water rinse, because I have heard and people told me that with this, the Poche was out of this world. So we're gonna call that good. Oh man, scent is fantastic. I really dig this soap. In case you haven't, just as a quick recap, that is the wrong way. I used Grooming Department or Grooming Depth Otium. Fantastic. This is in the Nye base, I want to say. Yeah, in the Nye base. The pour is absolutely gorgeous in this as well. Very nice, very uniform. If you are a tub loader, which I normally don't do, very easy to load off of the tub. I'm just let that sit and dry overnight. The brush is the Omega Evo. Fantastic synthetic knot. Handle could be a little bit bigger for my hands, but still not bad. And Poche was absolutely nothing. Razor, the IBC all chrome Chevette with a, I have no idea what DE blade this is, but third use, and it's gonna go in the bin. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time.